All-Star voting is awesome because the NBA actually shows us the votes. We get to see who the players, fans, and media like and don't like. Turns out, NBA players don't respect Trae Young very much, but fans do. Don't even get started on KLAY Thompson and Andrew Wiggins. So I want to run down the biggest agreements and disagreements. Russell Westbrook is really interesting, but I know some NBA players don't take this seriously. Dennis Smith Jr. got a vote, but they do take it serious for the best players. We are only looking at who actually got real votes. A big disagreement was KYRIE Irving, ranked first in the East backcourt with players, first for fans, fourth with media. This shows the media has a bias. They would rather have Jaylen Brown and Tyrese Halliburton over KYRIE. Yes, he was out for 8 games, suspended for being a distraction, but on the court, he's been amazing. An efficient 27 points and 5 assists. I said on my All-Star picks, don't love him as a guy, but he is playing great. Other players love KYRIE and respect his game. He's popular with fans, but the media has it out for him. Next, Kyle Kuzma, 7th with fans, 16th with players, 0 media. He didn't get any votes. Kuz has been awesome, 22 points, 8 boards, but he's only popular from being a Laker with LeBron James dating celebrities. Remember when LeBron said Kuz had to be the 3rd best Laker to win a chip? Turned out to be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Can he stand out on a team with stars at his position like LeBron and AD? Apparently not. So players think this year is overrated. Our first agreement is LeBron James. First with fans, second with players, second with the media. Everyone had LeBron and Jokic 1 and 2. It's not just LeBron's longevity. No one has been this good at this age except for maybe Kareem. 30 points, 9 boards, 7 assists. This is not a pity vote. He really is that good. You know how LeBron's gonna pass Kareem for all-time points? Well, he just tied Kareem for most All-Star games with 19. Next year, he will beat Kareem with the most All-Stars ever. But fans and players disagree on Nikola Jokic. First for the players, second for fans, first for media. So players are finally admitting Jokic is better than LeBron James. I am shocked because Jokic hasn't gotten that respect. It took 2 MVPs. There is something about European players that takes longer to embrace, but Jokic is finally there. But no one agrees on Trae Young. 5th by the fans, 12th with players, 0 media. Trae is one of the most hated guys in the league relative to his popularity with fans. It's actually been a sad downfall. In his breakout second year, Trae was number 1 with fans, number 3 by players, number 2 by media. The next year, he fell to 6th fans, 11th players, 6th media. Even though he's putting up huge numbers, players don't respect it. Here's who players think is better than Trae. LaMelo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, Tyrese Halliburton, James Harden, Darius Garland, Jalen Brunson, Zach LaVine, Jaylen Brown, and Drew Holiday. You would think 27 points, 10 assists is enough, but I think it's deeper than that. Ever since Trae came into the league, he's disrespected guys, like dribbling through their legs. Now, rumors come out he is hard to play with and bothering his coach. Zach Lowe talked to Kevin Huerter and asked what it was like playing with Trae. And you would think he would give the nice answer to the media and say, oh, it was great. But instead, he was pretty direct.
It is a double-edged sword. It's similar to Luka and Trae. They're just, it's sometimes it's the play style. There's not much you can fall back on when everything is centric and a lot of your offense is dictated over the success of one guy. And so there was times, obviously, there was frustration.
So if he's saying that to the media, imagine what guys are saying behind the scenes. So who do players respect? Spencer Dinwiddie, 23rd with fans, but 9th by the players, 0 media. Who knew Dinwiddie was this popular? Maybe players know something. Right when Luka rolled his ankle against the Suns, Spencer saved the team, dropping 36 points and 9 dimes. They also respect Bam Adebayo, 11th with fans, but 5th by players, 0 media. So according to players, Bam is one of the most underrated guys in the NBA. This shows how much of a popularity contest fan voting is. Guys ahead of Bam, according to fans, I get some of these names, but Kyle Kuzma, Paolo Banchero, Nick Claxton. The biggest snub was Joel Embiid. The East front court is Giannis, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum. But the players disagreed. If it was up to them, the starters would be Giannis, KD, and Embiid with Tatum off the bench. Fans had the same 1 and 2, but the media loves Jason Tatum. He's the best player in the East front court, better than Giannis. If it was up to the media, Kevin Durant would be on the bench. However you feel about this, I'll tell you what they're probably thinking. Advanced stats love Tatum, and the media loves advanced stats. And he's only missed 3 games all year. Embiid has missed 4 times as many games. But players know how dominant Joel is when they have to go up against him. So they respect him, Giannis, and KD over Tatum. But they don't respect KLAY Thompson as much as fans. 5th for fans, 25th by the players. It's the exact same thing with Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins and Kevon Looney. The only Warrior everybody respects is Steph Curry. KLAY has been really good this season, but if you ever hear people say Warrior fans are annoying, this is the kind of thing they're talking about. But the other snub was Domantas Sabonis. 9th by fans, 5th by players, but 3rd by the media. That means reporters value Sabonis over Zion. Zion got the 3rd front court spot along with LeBron and Jokic. The media, though, thought it should be LeBron, Jokic, and Sabonis. They really respect what the Kings have done. 3rd in the West, the #1 offense that runs through Domas, averaging 8 assists as a center. But when you look at his last 2 All-Star games, Sabonis was the last pick in the draft in 2020, 3rd to last in 2021. He's just a guy who has to play beyond great to get the respect he deserves. But the ultimate example of overrated is Russell Westbrook. 6th by the fans, 18th by the players. No matter how he plays, Russ will always be popular with fans, but players in the media see the truth, except for this one reporter.
Tonight you used impressive dribbling skills to successfully fake out your opponents multiple times. Do you anticipate doing them, or is it just a second nature to you?
You know, the way you explain it, you need to be around more often.
She obviously has Russ #1. But the other big agreements were Giannis and Donovan Mitchell being deserved starters, Ja Morant and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander ranked 3rd and 4th in the West backcourt. So everybody thought it was Steph and Luka at starter, but nobody thought Ja or SGA should start the All-Star game. Now, we talked about Kyle Kuzma being overrated when it comes to players in the league, but he is having a really good season this year. And something else he did off the court is shutting all of his haters down. People who think he's overrated, people who think he's too Hollywood, he is proving them all wrong. Check it out.